So, while I get gas, I have a public service announcement I want you guys to check out. And here it is here.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Peter Griffin. You know, there's an issue facing many Americans today that I know concerns a great number of us. According to Gallup polls, 1 in 12 Americans is unaware that the bird is the word. I, for one, dream of an America where everybody knows that the bird is the word.
Bird, 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 when the bird is the word, oh, when the bird, 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 the word, oh, when the bird, 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 the word, oh, when the bird, 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 when the bird is the word, oh, when the bird, 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 the word, oh, when the don't you know about the bird, well, everybody knows that the bird is the word.
So what you guys doing today? What you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about females? I keep seeing all these, like, I don't know how to describe it, but maybe I'm young, but I'm too old school for my own good. It's to the point now where I don't understand like any of this slang, or like I don't understand any of the problems people my age go through. I've never had these issues with females. Like, apparently there's this, and maybe this isn't new, but apparently there's this thing called the friend zone. I don't get that. The friend zone must be for guys who like really like a specific girl, because I don't know what that is. Like, I'm trying to grasp the concept. Like, apparently from what I've gathered, what I understand is it's chicks that don't want to give a guy the time of day to like become more than a friend. Who gives a fuck? Like, I don't understand why you would care. Can't you just go get another chick? That's what I would do. That worrying about one chick, I don't get it. I'm like, if I'm trying to get at a chick and she tripping, fuck her. For real, like, it's not that serious. But then again, I peaked at a young age, to the point where I've had my fair share of women, to the point where, look at that, awesome. Even though they turned in their lane, at least they obeyed that law. A lot of people don't know that law. Anyway, back to the point. I've had my fair share of women, to the point where I'm good, and I'm not gonna brag or boast or give you numbers, or honestly, I couldn't. If we want to be straight up, I couldn't tell you, honestly. But there's this point that it seems to me like you guys are letting these females get away with this shit. And if you try to get at a chick, I hate to say it, and don't take this advice if you don't believe in it. I'm just giving you my opinion. But to me, it seems like women respond better when you don't treat them the way they should be treated. Like, I have a buddy, and he tells me all the time, he doesn't understand why. Like, he takes these girls out on dates, and he does all this stuff, and like, I'm not for that anymore. Like, when I was growing up, I got straight to the point. Like, what is this? It is what it is. Like, and I'm like the most upfront person when it comes to chicks. And guys, these girls will tell you that they know what they want, and they think they know what they want, but deep down inside, they don't have a fucking clue what they want. So you just gotta be yourself, and if you being yourself isn't enough, then move on for real, straight up, dog. Like, and this friend zone shit, don't you should never be in this friend zone thing. There's too many females for that. Like, if you are quote unquote in this friend zone with one female, you should be laughing at it because you got 3 other females that you're in another zone with. So the joke should really be on her. And 9 times out of 10, if quote unquote, if you're in the friend zone with her, she's probably got other dudes that she's doing her thing with. Just move on, let it be. Really shouldn't matter. But then again, sensitivity in 2015 is at an all-time high, and it's getting disappointing that all my guys are becoming so sensitive. I don't know what's going on with that, but these chicks, man, you let them get away with too much. If you let them get away with that shit, you think that they already think that they have the power because of a certain organ that they possess that men don't possess. But they really don't. And you guys keep leading them to believe that they do have the power. Like, maybe I'm just different as a person, because I know I'm not sensitive in any shape, form, or fashion, and I ain't playing games with any of these females at all. Because you can be here one day and gone the next, and I'll never think about you again, nor will I ever care. But then that's just me. But you got to stop giving them the power. If they got the impression that they possess the power, then they win. That's just my 2 cents. Now, for all you guys that are in happy relationships and you believe in that happy wife, happy life scenario and situation, that's cool. Like, everybody's gonna live their own way, and I'm not gonna worry about what another grown man thinks or decides. Like, his life is his life. He's a grown man. He makes his own decisions. I can't spend my time worrying about another grown man. But for the ones who don't have significant others, and they're out there testing waters, and you meet these girls out in these clubs, and they're drunk when you meet them, and you get what you get. If you go to a club and you meet a chick and she's drunk, and then you wonder why she doesn't remember you the next day, I mean, that's what you get. That's what you pulled when you went to the club, and then it's not going to change because it's the next day and she should be sober. That's who she is as a person. And then, guys, if you get a girl and the girl is, you show characteristics of what you're going to be in the future now. And that's not just for women, that's for men as well. So for women that watch the channel, it goes for you too, for men. If your significant other is showing signs and characteristics of certain things when you're in the relationship before marriage and things of that nature, if that is who he is now at the age of, I'm assuming that you're going to be over 20, because high schoolers really shouldn't have this problem, because I never had this issue in high school. I was moving meat left and right. But assuming that you're over the age of 20, that's who you are, and that's not gonna change. So you need to keep that in mind. If you got a girl or a guy and they do certain things that you don't like, and you stand with them in the hopes of, oh, maybe they'll change, don't do that. What's the point? Don't do it, because it's not going to change. That's who they are. And nowadays, you really can't have a relationship without it being a lie, because you're trying to pretend. If you really like someone, you're going to try to pretend to fit their needs and their qualities, even if that might not be you. So in order to satisfy your significant other, the quote-unquote happy wife, happy life, happy girlfriend, happy life, whatever, in order to maintain that, you have to do things that probably you wouldn't do, which is a compromise. So when you hear about compromise in a relationship, to me, and compromise is just another word for lying. So you're just lying. If you compromise to do something you really don't want to do, then you're really lying to yourself, saying that you're going to enjoy doing it and that it's good for you, when really it's not. And so that's what people seem to be building their relationships on nowadays. And you have everybody that wants, oh, I want my partner to be loyal and honest. You guys don't want honesty. I'm the most honest person ever. And every chick I ever dated or talked to can't handle it. Maybe there's some out there that can handle it, but I haven't met any. And they swear they can, so. That's just my relationship tips, topics for you guys. Maybe this will help, maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm not really an expert on relationships, but I do know if you try to change yourself to fit someone else, then you're really lying to yourself and the other person. That's one thing that you don't need to be an expert at anything to realize.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.